Hello, controversial movie opinion guy here. Yes, so yesterday, uh, which is for me still a month away, yesterday I posted a controversial movie opinion. Yet again, I seem to have those in spades, where I watched the very first Alien movie for the very first time, and I hated it. I hated every single thing about that movie. I despise it. I despise it as much as Empire Strikes Back. Yes, I have a video on that one as well on the channel if you want to go check it out. So, I was initially happy just leaving it there, not bothering with any of the other Alien movies. And then today, as I'm recording this on Easter Sunday, I was on live stream with AJ over at AJ's Movie Place, as well as Little Steve from Movie Chats and Movie Mad, I believe. And essentially, throughout this stream, the alien got brought up because I brought it up as soon as I hopped on the stream, and eventually, they convinced me to give Aliens a shot, and I just finished it. So, welcome to this unprompted Tales from my backlog. Oh boy. So, yeah. What did I think of Aliens? Well, to put it this way, 10 times better than the first. It's way better than the first. The first to me has no, it has a plot, just not a good one. Like I said yesterday, they literally just stand around talking for an hour. Nothing happens. Whereas in this movie, in just an hour, there's a lot that's been done. Hell, even by the half hour mark, there's more done in the first half hour of this movie than in the first one. Now, I should also preface that I watched let me just see here, the special edition, which adds on exactly 17 more minutes of footage. Excuse me. Getting this from the back here because this is a part of the Alien Anthology box set that I have. Yes. So, the plot of Alien 2 takes place um, 57 years in the future, after uh, Ripley was in stasis for that long. She never was found until a bunch of scavengers managed to find her, as well as the ginger cat Jones, I believe his name is, which I guess by that point, I could be wrong, there might have been more others, but I think at that point Jones is the oldest living cat in the Alien universe, at 57 years old. Doesn't look a day over 3. Anyway, yeah, so turns out they have no idea what's going on. So when Ripley is able to, she explains what happened in the first movie, and they don't believe her because the evidence just isn't there, And of course, as well, there is no alien or xenomorph to see because it got blasted out in the end of the last movie, and they say that they have this colony now on the planet, and after a while, these people, this family discovers exactly what was found 57 years ago in the first movie. And of course, it all starts happening again. And who do they need as a advisor? The only person who has ever experienced it. And so they eventually rope her in. They go. Turns out that there is exactly one survivor. Her name is Newt. That's what she goes by. And they not instead of actually going in with little to no weapons this time, they go in with a fucking arsenal of weapons. And as the movie progresses, the xenomorphs, they go in, they find the remains of the colonists that were on there. Some of the xenomorphs drag them to this place where it turns out that's where the queen are. The queen is. They get cocooned in a way, and eventually an egg is placed beside them. Facehugger pops out, wraps onto them, and then eventually a xenomorph pops out, and that's how they've been building up the army. And eventually they break into the compound, and also, just like the first one, there's someone there that's just in it for the money. And thankfully, like again in the last movie, he does get his comeuppance. He gets slaughtered by a xenomorph, rightfully deserved because he was a dick. Um, and then eventually, as they're trying to escape and bring down one of the remaining shuttles, as that's just what I'm going to call it. The crew get slowly picked off, so it's then just three: Ripley, Newt, and some other guy whose name is blanking on me, even though I just finished watching this movie. And eventually, the little girl gets captured. Ripley goes in to save her, and meets face to face with the Queen, and then of course starts to attack the Queen, kills the egg sacs that she uses to lay the eggs. And one thing I didn't know that the Queen could do is actually rip that off of her. I always thought that was a permanent fixture. I did not know it could rip itself off from that. And so, uh, day is saved. They get back onto the big ship, but oh no, the Queen is also there. And it ends the exact same way as it does in the first movie, where the Queen gets jettisoned out into space. Now, for 2 hour and 27 minutes, I think. Uh, I definitely enjoyed it more than the first one. I can safely say that I thoroughly enjoyed it more than the first one, which you already know about my thoughts on that. If you don't know by now, 7.5 minutes in, go check out the video yesterday, the rant that I went on. I should also point, I should have said this in the beginning, but the more I thought about the first one, the more pissed off I got, to the point where I went back onto my letterbox and changed it from a 2.5 star to 2. Now with this movie, I give it a 3.5, and I think it deserves the 3.5. Whilst yes, it does drag out in some places, I felt, it was still a lot better, and what I was led to believe was happening in the Alien franchise. Action packed, a lot more violence and all that, instead of the first one. Because whenever I would see clips from Alien, the franchise, it was always either from the second, third, and fourth Alien movie, and that's what I was led to believe that the entire Alien franchise was about, not what the first one was. Um. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Uh, but now begs the question: am I going to watch Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection? No. This is where my foray into the Alien series ends, and by the time this comes out, I will have traded this back into CEX, because, to be honest, the only one that I'd want to keep out of it is Aliens, and I'll just pick up a Blu-ray copy of that at some point. So yes, by the time this comes out, this will be long gone from my collection. So, hopefully I've managed to redeem myself somewhat from yesterday's video. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all on the next upload, whatever the hell that is. I'm gonna go sleep.